guys, welcome to the Monday edition of the show where I report on the latest in gaming news. Now if you do go on to enjoy today's video, please remember to smack the like button as always, because that's what we do in the ChampChong army. Anyway, as you guys already know, I report on a bunch of gaming news in these videos, but first off, I always start things off with the headlining news. However, today's headlining news comes to us from the sad news. Sad news! What the fuck? So, if you've been keeping up to date with the next-gen news that I've been reporting on recently in my videos, you know that the pre-order numbers for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are getting very low. I don't mean low by they're not selling, but the complete opposite, that they're selling so much that pre-order stock is running out completely. Well, this news is actually getting pretty interesting. The reason I say that is because analysts have reported that there may be a chance of shortages on launch day for both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. If you've been paying attention, many retailers have been getting a specific number of pre-orders before they have to stop taking them. This is because both Microsoft and Sony aren't sure how their production will meet the demand. Now this is also the reason for no actual release dates for both consoles set just yet, because Microsoft right now only knows that November is the date they're looking at, while Sony is saying, hey, we're just gonna say holiday 2013. So both companies aren't sure if the production will meet the demand just yet. But luckily for those that pre-ordered a PlayStation 4, analysts are predicting that Sony will launch the PlayStation 4 in late October. And then for the Xbox One pre-orders, it looks like you may be able to get your hands on the Xbox One, as the launch date looks like it may be in the first week of November, just a week after the PlayStation 4's launch. These are just predictions by analysts, so it's not completely set in stone just yet. Also, if you're wondering how they come up with these predictions, is that they actually look at what's happening in the month or the months leading up to it. Then they look at what's happening towards Christmas, and specifically they look at Black Friday, because Black Friday and Thanksgiving is a crazy sales period in America. So yeah, what I'm saying and what the analysts are predicting is that Sony and Microsoft won't want to launch too close to Black Friday. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see if they can move away from Black Friday and try to get late October or early November. But the big question is, will the supply be able to meet the demand? Well, that's where we get some good news, because AMD has reported that all their parts are fine and everything is just running on time with their production. So if everything like AMD is running on time, that's a good thing. Sony and Microsoft are running on time. But if it's not, which is what reports are hinting that they're actually falling behind in schedules, it looks like it may be a little bit of a risk launching in late October, because that way some people may not get their launch console on launch day, which just doesn't make sense. Wouldn't you kind of feel ripped off if you pay and pre-order for a launch console and you get it a month later because of production scheduling? That would kind of suck, and that would be sad news, and that's why this was the sad news, and that's why we now move on over to the big news. Big news! Just one thing before we do get to the first big news report of the day, I want to quickly go back to the sad news for a second. I forgot to tell you guys that production will most likely increase while time goes on. So basically what I'm saying is that around September we should see production cycle go much quicker. That means that most likely we will still get our consoles on release day. So don't worry too much. But anyway, now let's get into the first news report of the day for the big news. Some leaked footage of the Elder Scrolls Online has showed up online. It basically shows some things that people have been waiting to see, and it does look like a pretty cool game. If you don't know, this is the first MMO in the Elder Scrolls series, making it an MMORPG. If you're wondering why I haven't showed you the gameplay, is because of copyright issues. I can't actually show you the gameplay. So yeah, if you want to check out the gameplay, I have linked it down below for you to check out, but be wary that it might disappear because of copyright issues. Anyway, to our next big news report of the day, and it's for people that wanted to get their hands on the Nvidia Shield. If you remember back to last month, I reported some sad news that the Nvidia Shield was delayed. The original release date for the device was set for June 27, but now it'll be shipping on July 31st. This most likely means that you'll get your hands on the device in early August. Now speaking of pre-orders, we move to our final big news report of the day, and it's a truly big one, because it's the news that Battlefield 4's Collector Edition and Deluxe Editions have been outed. First up, a retailer in the Czech Republic leaked the Collector's Edition, and it includes a plastic carry case, a coffee mug, winter cap, steelbook case, bracelet, 3 postcards, a bonus China Rising DLC, and other in-game content. Now the edition that was leaked by Game UK isn't as impressive, but it does include the steelbook case, in-game content, and the DLC for China Rising. So yeah, if you're looking to pre-order Battlefield 4, there you go, those are the special editions. You can check with your local retailer to see if they've got them or whatever they have. Anyway, that is it for the gaming news on this Monday. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and now it's time for the Gorilla Man question. Thanks, Gorilla Man. Okay guys, the question is, what is the funniest glitch or bug that you've seen in a video game? So put your answer down below in the comment section. You could end up on tomorrow's show. But enjoy today's video, make sure you smack the like button, because I'm ChampChong Max. This is Australian here, the answer to Gorilla Man's previous question. Oh shit. Ah, fuck, I fell over again. God damn it.